It was all different, pretty much. It was a huge culture shock. I got to Mexico thinking, honestly, that I could speak the language good. I was like, yeah, confident I'm going to be able to teach and everything. And I quickly found out that that wasn't the case. My first mission companion, he only spoke Spanish. He didn't speak any English, which was great for me, though. It helped me a lot, definitely. But Mexico, yeah, it's totally different. I don't know, going there, I imagine like everybody with big old sombreros and mustaches, and that's definitely not the case. It's beautiful where I served. Guadalajara is a beautiful city. My first area was in Guadalajara, and I just remember thinking like everything was crazy and like hilarious to me, just like random things I'd see, just like people, I don't know, throwing Coke bottles or something. It wasn't like dangerous. It was just kind of hilarious. And just like, it's really weird. Something that I still find really weird. Like whole families will ride on scooters and motorcycles. Like it'll be like the mom and dad, and then like the mom has a baby in her arm and a kid in between them. It's pretty sketchy, but I don't know. It was definitely a big culture shock. I wasn't ready for that, and I didn't know how to ask for like a cup of water or how to like buy things. So I just like kind of kept to myself, and I remember being pretty thirsty that first day. Um, but also the first day, I have it clear in my head, like so clear. I would love to go back and redo it again. As hard as it was, I would love to go back and redo it again. The food was so good. My first lesson, I think her name was Yancy, and my companion going to lesson, he said, all right, we're going to teach restoration. You teach about prophets and the first vision. And I thought, like, that's easy. I can do that. And I did it just as planned. And then once we got to the part of teaching about prayer, he turned to me and he's like, now my companion is going to teach you how to pray. And I did not know how to do that. It was really hard. I was just kind of like skipping around all over the place. But it's a learning experience, really. My companion really covered for me, and he helped me a lot. And he really encouraged me. And I'll be honest, that first transfer was tough because the first day I got to the mission field, I got an email from my best friend saying he got home. He just finished his mission honorably. I was like, oh, are you serious? You just finished and I still have like all this time left. And my companion, my first companion, it was his last transfer. So all those things were really tough, but the Lord really taught me how to be humble, and he taught me how to pray. Before my mission, my prayers were really repetitive, just like the standard, please bless this food, diminish strength our bodies, amen, kind of thing. And every morning, as honestly, I felt quite alone every morning when I woke up, and I didn't know what I was doing. I knew I wanted to be there, I had to be there, but at the same time, I really just missed my home, my family a ton. But every time I felt like that, I would kneel down, I prayed. I prayed like I've never prayed before in my life. And those prayers would last for a good like 30 minutes or so while my companion was doing exercise, I suppose. And every time after I finished those prayers, I felt fantastic. I felt ready to go. We'd have great days. And the Lord really, really helped me, really sustained me during those first weeks in the mission. And even though it was really tough and really hard on me, I wouldn't have it any other way. I would go back and relive it a million times just because of how much I grew and how much I learned from it. But I mean, the Mexican people are great people. They're so nice. That helped me a ton. I expected them kind of like I feel like most Americans are, knocking on the door and they just slam the door in your face. They definitely were not like that. They would hear us even if they weren't interested. They would offer us drinks. They would offer us food. They were just the nicest people in the world. So that helped me a ton, definitely.